everyone, and welcome to tonight's free quiz hosted by our good friend Mr. Shaun Williamson. Before I introduce you to him though, I am going to quickly whiz through the house rules and also explain to you how you can sign up to our website to put your scores in. So let's get going with those house rules. Firstly, the quiz tonight is 40 questions, which are broken into 4 rounds of 10 questions, including a picture round. And there's a little break halfway through for you, so you can get up and go and grab a drink or whatever. The questions are all in English, and we embolden bits to help. That's partly because we know that we've got players from around the world taking part who English isn't their first language, so we try to help everybody. Next up, cheating. Please don't cheat. There's absolutely nothing to gain at all from cheating. It's just very irritating and makes you look a bit daft actually if you put your scores in and they're ridiculously high. So please, please, please just don't cheat. Or if you must cheat, don't put your scores in. So that brings me nicely onto that your scores will go into our results engine Quest. I'll explain how to do that in a second. All this technology is really new to us. We, like everybody else, have had our worlds turned upside down. We are working with technology that's new to us. And huge thanks to Jules Bowes, who has been working on the IT side of stuff to help us bring all our quizzes online. And to my sister, Lucy, who with her husband, Christoph, have also been instrumental in getting everything online. So huge thanks to all those people, and please be patient with us. We're doing our very, very best. And after the quiz, we will be on Facebook and Twitter to chat to you. So we look forward to being able to talk to you then. And finally, please, please don't post the answers on any of the screens because people are wanting to play along. So there you go. I will now go through how you put your scores in on Quest. So this is Quest. It's our results engine. Firstly, if you don't have an account, you need to click register to get an account. It's entirely free. And when you click register, you will see this screen, which you just fill out. It's very straightforward and it will explain every step of what you need to do. So just fill that form out and then you will be part of our huge quizzing community. Once you've done that, in order to put your scores in, you need to join the quiz. So you just look on the entry screen here, which when you log in is the first screen that you will see, and you have a look for tonight's quiz, which is just there, and you click on that, and then you are able to put your scores in. So there you go. Simple as that. Okay, that's all the boring bits done. So now let me introduce you to the fabulous Mr. Shaun Williamson. Hi, Shaun.
Hello, Jane. How is everybody? And hello, everybody tuning in around the world. It's great to be part of this truly international online quiz. It's very exciting. I'm a massive quiz fan, as you know, but some people at home might not know I'm a real quiz buff.
Jolly good quizzer too. I've been
lucky enough to win one Celebrity Mastermind and some games of Pointless and that. But I really do enjoy it, and I love taking part in the Grand Prix around the country as well.
Brilliant. Well, we're glad to have you along for this one. So I shall hand over to you then, Shaun.
Okay. Thank you very much. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. I hope you're all well. And let's kick off with the quizzing, and we'll chat more during it, shall we? Let's get a question. Let's get a question under our belt, shall we? Let's start off with we've got 4 rounds tonight, 4 rounds of 10 questions, and we hope we've got a really nice selection of questions for you, something that will appeal to everybody. So let's kick off with round 1, and we'll be talking more nonsense throughout the night. Put it that way. So this is round 1, question 1, and good luck. Which iconic residence can be found at 3764 Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis, Tennessee? Which iconic residence can be found at 3764 Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee? Might be a clue in the question, might not. It's now a tourist attraction. I will give you that little clue. Some of you might have been there. I have. Much smaller than you'd think. All right. So there it is, question 1 already. We're 1 question down. Question number 2 then. Which South American ballroom dance shares its name with the letter T in the NATO phonetic alphabet? The army have got their own alphabet. They're their own people. They do things their own way. And what is the letter T in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Which South American ballroom dance is the letter T in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Good luck with that one. Let's move on to question number 3. In J.R.R. Tolkien's book, The Hobbit, what is the 2-word name of the title character? All right. In J.R.R. Tolkien's book, The Hobbit, what is the 2-word name of the title character? I think that's a fairly gentle start, those 3 questions. Unless you've never watched The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, then you won't be thinking so. Unless you're a non-Hobbit watching, non-dancing, anti-Elvis type person, you might think that's a pretty stingy start to the quiz, but we think it's fairly generous. Okay, let's see if we can please some people with number 4. We're taking you back to your childhood now. Which children's game features a character called Cavity Sam, who has a red light bulb as a nose? I don't know why that is, whether he drinks too much, I don't know. But which children's game features a character called Cavity Sam, who has a red light bulb as a nose? Now, this game was invented in 1964, the year I was born, so not that long ago, by a guy called John Spinello, who sold the rights for $500, which must have seemed like a lot of money at the time, but he was also promised a job. But apparently he never got that. There's some dastardly people in this world, isn't there? So which children's game features a character called Cavity Sam, red light bulb as a nose? Question number 5. Bit of literature for you. Bit of literature for you bookish people. You see all these books behind me? I don't read them. It just looks good. It's like these glasses. I don't need the glasses. Just wear them to look a bit more intelligent, really. Round 1, question number 5. The playwright Thomas Lanier Williams III is best known by which first name? Okay. Thomas Lanier Williams III is best known by which first name? There were various stories about how he got this, what we call a pen name, a nom de plume, if you want to get all flash. Maybe it was because of his deep southern accent, or maybe he was named after the state of America that his father was born in. Okay, some food for thought there. Thomas Lanier Williams III, best known by which first name? Question number 6. For any of you movie buffs out there, released in 1942, which Academy Award-winning film shares its name with the most populated city in Morocco? There might even be some Moroccans tuning in tonight. This is truly an international event tonight. It is, such a thrill to be part of the biggest online quiz going on in the world tonight. So if you're tuning in from Morocco, it's a gimme. Basically, you're one up. Round 1, question number 7. A bit more serious, this one. A bit more serious vein. Which founder of psychoanalysis had the middle name Shlomo? Which founder of psychoanalysis had the middle name Shlomo? Hey, Shlomo! Sounds like someone you shout out to someone who's driving in front of you too slow, isn't it? Hey, Shlomo! In New York. Hey, Shlomo! Put your foot in the gas! But it's about psychoanalysis. Probably not. So which founder of psychoanalysis had the middle name Shlomo? Oh, whizzing through them. Question number 8. Which perfume house makes Coco Mademoiselle? With apologies to any French people who are tuning in at the moment for my pronunciation. Which perfume house makes Coco Mademoiselle? And they put a picture of the girlfriend in there, just to illuminate that fact. Marvellous. Perfume house. Coco Mademoiselle. Good luck. Back to the movies for you. With question number 9. By which last name are the film characters Elwood and Joliet Jake known? By which last name are the film characters Elwood and Joliet Jake known? Joliet being the name of a prison in Joliet, Illinois. Never visited, don't want to really. I don't want to do 15 years in the big house. So what was the surname of those film characters? Elwood and Jake. And question number 10. We're already at the end of the first section of 10 questions. We're nearly a quarter of the way through. Round 1, question 10. Bit of sport for you. If the men's national rugby union team is called the All Blacks, then how is the New Zealand men's national basketball team known? In New Zealand, rugby union team known as the All Blacks. What nickname is given to the national New Zealand basketball team? Men's basketball team. Okay. The name All Blacks, as you all know, is they're named after the kit they wear, which is all black. Isn't that strange? And also at the start of every game they perform the haka, which is obviously a ceremonial dance or challenge in the Maori culture. So there we go. How about that? We're already whizzing through the first round there. We're going to write down this. The first rule of quizzing, right? I'm going to skip over the questions again in case you missed one. Never leave a blank. Never ever leave a blank, all right? If you haven't got a clue, write down anything. Write down Bobby Charlton for anything that you don't know, because one day he will be the right answer. All right? That's what they say in Mastermind. Never pass, just shout out Bobby Charlton. All right? So we're going to whiz through them again very quickly. Number 1, iconic residence in Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. What's the name of that? Number 2, South American ballroom dance shares its name with the letter T in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Number 3, in the Tolkien book The Hobbit, what's the 2-word name of the title character? Number 4, children's game featuring Cavity Sam. Big red light bulb as a nose. What's the name of the game? Number 5, the playwright Thomas Lanier Williams III, better known by which first name? Very catchy first name. Number 6, which Academy Award-winning film shares its name with the most populous city in Morocco? Number 7, the founder of psychoanalysis, with the middle name Shlomo. What's his full name, basically? Number 8, which perfume house makes Coco Mademoiselle? Number 9, what was the last name of the film characters Elwood and Jake? And number 10, if the men's New Zealand rugby union team are known as the All Blacks, what is the name or nickname of their basketball team, the New Zealand national men's basketball team? Okay, just write down anything if you haven't got a clue, because anything happening quizzing and probably will. So, good luck. Get your answers in, because here they are. Okay, let's see how you did. So, question number 1. Which iconic residence was found at 3764 Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee? It was Graceland. All right? Funnily enough, they were named after the daughter of the original owner, who I'm assuming was Grace. Number 2, South American ballroom dance shares its name with the letter T in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Tango, for all you Strictly Come Dancing fans. You knew that. Number 3, the Tolkien book The Hobbit. 2-word name of the title character, Bilbo Baggins. Number 4, the children's game featuring Cavity Sam, Operation. Number 5, Thomas Lanier Williams III, the playwright, was better known by his first name, Tennessee. Wrote great plays like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Number 6, which Academy Award-winning film shares its name with a popular city in Morocco? Casablanca, starring famously Humphrey Bogart. Number 7, founder of psychoanalysis, middle name Shlomo. Hey, Shlomo. Sigmund Freud, or as he was christened, Sigmund Shlomo Freud. You've got to love your kid to give him that name, haven't you? No wonder he was a deep thinker. Number 8, the perfume house that makes Coco Mademoiselle, Chanel. Taken obviously from the nickname of the founder, I'm assuming. Her first given name was Gabrielle. Gabrielle Coco Chanel founded that house. Number 9, the last name of the film characters Elwood and Joliet Jake was Blues, the Blues Brothers. Everybody needs somebody. Oh, that started off as a sketch, a one-off sketch on Saturday Night Live in the late 70s. When released, it held the record for the most cars ever destroyed in one film. How about that? And this one was worth an educated guess. If the men's national rugby union team from New Zealand are known as the All Blacks, the basketball team are known as the Tall Blacks. Few people groaning. I can feel the groan all around the world. The groan that went all around the world. It's like the smile that went all around the world, but it's not a smile. So I hope you enjoyed that round, and there was plenty of variety there for you. That's the way that we've planned it tonight. Let us know on Facebook or whichever, or YouTube, how you felt about tonight's quiz. Let us know your thoughts. We hope you scored well in that round. So before we go on to round 2, you've already met Jane Allen at the top of the quiz tonight. Jane is one of a great team that organises all of the major quizzes that happen in Britain, Europe, and America, and I take part in them, and they're very enjoyable. But Jane, I suppose one of your biggest roles is a question verifier, isn't it?
That's right, Shaun. Yeah, I have a team of about 27 people, and we write and verify around 30,000 questions every year for TV shows in this country and abroad.
Time for a bit of mathematics for you, Jane Allen. How many questions do you think you've verified in your career?
Oh,
got 10 seconds because it's going to time out.
300,000. Lots.
Hey!
A lot.
Now, the fact remains, are you a quizzer?
No. I do go occasionally to pub quizzes, but most of the quizzes I go to are ones that I'm running.
I couldn't handle that. I could not handle having all that knowledge in my head and not getting it out on a quiz paper.
I love researching, and I love torturing you all with the things that I've discovered.
Okay. Jane Allen, ladies and gentlemen, head torturer of the quiz world. You have to change your business card now.
Oh.
Okay then, it's round 2. I hope you enjoyed the first round and you scored well. Let's crack on with round 2. First question is pop music. You may say I'm a dreamer. A lot of my teachers at school said that to me when I was a child. But I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. I will say that again without my weak joke in the middle, shall I? You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. So I'm filling up now. Okay, that is the chorus of which song? Now, more than 200 artists have performed or covered this song, including Madonna, Stevie Wonder, Joan Baez, Lady Gaga, Elton John, and some famous people. Basically, where do those lyrics come from? Which song? A nice gentle opener for you in round 2. This is trickier. Question number 2. Former President Barack Obama was born in which US state? Okay. His parents apparently met in a Russian language class at the university there. So former President Barack Obama was born in which US state? So the gloves are off. That's a bit trickier, that one. I think so anyway. Question number 3 is literature. We don't mean any irony by this question at all, trust me. In the title of a landmark novel by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, how many years of solitude are there?
We might have put a few in just to take fun.
Well, I hope it's not as long as the answer, what we're going through at the moment. There's a small clue for you. In the title of a landmark novel, I've certainly put him on the map, by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, how many years of solitude are there? One for all you culture vultures. Number 4. Also the name of a Bond film starring Pierce Brosnan. What was the name of Ian Fleming's estate in Jamaica? The name of a Bond film starring Pierce Brosnan was also the name of Ian Fleming's Jamaican estate. Which name do they share? Now, Brosnan made 4 Bond films, so it's a choice of 4. Good luck. And by the way, now it's a luxury hotel, which I've never had the pleasure of visiting. Question number 5. James Spangler invented the first portable vacuum cleaner. He then showed it to his cousin and her husband, and they went on to buy the patent. You can't trust anyone, can you? What we need to know is, what was the last name of Spangler's cousin and her husband? So James Spangler did all the hard work, invented the first portable vacuum cleaner, showed it to his cousin and her husband, and they went on to patent it. What was the last name of Spangler's cousin and her husband? Question number 6. First seen in a 1954 film, which fictional gigantic prehistoric sea creature is dubbed King of the Monsters? So first seen in a 1954 film, which fictional gigantic prehistoric sea creature is dubbed the King of the Monsters? Apparently his name comes from the joining together of the words that mean gorilla and whale in Japanese. And welcome to any of our Japanese participants tonight. Question number 7. It's my weak spot, big time. Science and nature. Haven't got a clue. If red gemstones from the mineral corundum are called rubies, what name is given to all the other coloured gemstones from corundum? Okay, so if red gemstones from the mineral corundum are called rubies, what name is given to all the other coloured gemstones from corundum? Good luck, I wouldn't have a clue. Question number 8, and another chance for me to test my language skills here. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, what do the Chinese call kuwaitse or quick boys? Okay, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, the OED, what do the Chinese call kuwaitse or quick boys? Again, apologies to any Chinese participants for my pronunciation, for murdering their language. Question number 9. Very much popular culture. Kim, Courtney, and Khloe Kardashian have one younger brother. What is his name? We're not after stepbrothers. We're not after, it's not a trick question. Okay, what is the name of the younger brother? It is the brother pictured. And I can tell you for a fact, he never ever gets anywhere near the bathroom, which is why he's probably wearing a beard in that picture, because he hasn't had a shave for 10 years. Kim, Courtney, Khloe Kardashian. What's the name of their brother? First name. And question number 10. For this, which is the last question of round 2, is our 20th question in all. So please write 2020 in Roman numerals. Okay. Question number 10. This is our 20th question, so please write 2020 in Roman numerals. And it's the year 2020. This isn't just thrown together. Loads of thought goes into this. Again, we hope you enjoyed that round. Trying to mix it up a bit. A mixture of the highbrow and the lowbrow. Quick recap then. Number 1, you may say I'm a dreamer. I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Basically the chorus of which very famous song. Number 2, Barack Obama, ex-US president. Born in which US state? Number 3, in the title of a landmark novel by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, how many years of solitude are there? Number 4, also the name of a Bond film starring Pierce Brosnan, choice of 4. What's the name of Ian Fleming's luxury estate in Jamaica? Number 5, James Spangler basically invented the portable vacuum cleaner. He showed it to his cousin and her husband. They patented it. What's their surname? Of the husband and the cousin. Number 6, 1954 film, fictional gigantic prehistoric sea creature dubbed King of the Monsters. How do we know and love him? Number 7, red gemstones from corundum are rubies. Every other colour of gemstone coming from corundum are named what? Number 8, Oxford English Dictionary. According to them, the Chinese call them Queitzi or quick boys. How do we better know them in the Western world? Number 9, Kim, Courtney, Khloe Kardashian. What's the name of their younger brother? Not stepbrother. The name of their younger brother. First name will do. And number 10, basically, write 2020 in Roman numerals. Good luck. Let's see how you get on with them. I thought it was a nice little selection there as well. Keeping you on your toes. So, good luck. Here are indeed the answers. Number 1. You may say I'm a dreamer. I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. The world will be as one. It's from Imagine. Covered by John Lennon, obviously. Covered by so many great artists. In fact, him and Yoko had a luxurious apartment in New York. And Elton John was a regular visitor. And he did his own version of it. And it went something like this. Imagine no possession. It isn't hard to do. One room for fur coats, another just for shoes, which they weren't very impressed by at the time. Number 2, former President Barack Obama born in Hawaii. How about that? His parents met in Hawaii. Number 3, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. How many years of solitude? He had it rougher than us. 100 years he had in solitude. Yeah. He must have done some panic buying. Number 4. The name of the Bond film starring Pierce Brosnan. Obviously, you had a choice of 4. It's the same name as Ian Fleming. A choice of 4. For me, it was a toss-up between Die Another Day and GoldenEye. And in the end, I thought, yeah, GoldenEye. And that is the right answer. Number 5. James Spangler invented the first portable vacuum cleaner, but his family got the patent first and named it the Hoover. The Hoover. With families like that, who needs enemies? Number 6, first seen in the 1954 film was Godzilla. Godzilla, nice bloke. And his name is a combination of gorilla and whale in Japanese, which is where the film franchises, you probably know, originated from. Number 7, I really didn't know this. If red gemstones from the mineral corundum are called rubies, every other gemstone of every other colour from corundum are known as sapphires. They can be any colour but red. Okay. According to the OED, the Chinese colloquially call them queitzi or quick boys. We know them as chopsticks because chop is quick, hence chop chop, chop chop. That's where that comes from. Quick, quick. There you go. Who knows? Number 9, Kim, Courtney and Kardashian have one younger brother. He never gets in the bathroom. What's his name? Rob. Robert Kardashian, Rob or Robert, named after his father, Robert Kardashian, who gained fame and notoriety by representing O.J. Simpson in court. And number 10, for the 20th question of the quiz tonight, we wanted you to write 2020 in Roman numerals, and it's MMXX. M being 1,000 and X being 10. So there you go. Already halfway through. We're rock and rolling. I hope you're doing well tonight. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope there's a big enough mix of questions for you. Get in touch with us. Let us know your thoughts about it on the website. Jane is going to tell you all about those things later, how you can get in touch and how you can be part of quizzing.com. Do you know what I'd like to do, please, if you'll humour me? Not humour me, does me. Can I just break off from this? Just to raise a quick. Basically, I want to sip a beer. No, I'm joking. There's a lot of people out there tonight who are working to keep us all stocked up and providing vital services. I'd just like to say personally, it's just a big thank you from us, from all of us who are taking part tonight. To them, if you're out there and you can't take part in the quiz, please try and join us another night. We'd love to have you with us. You might have just finished a shift and you might be unwinding now with our quiz if you have. Thank you so much for still going out and doing your bit. We think the world of you. And here's to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody who's still going out and mixing with other people and doing the day's work. We appreciate it more than you will ever know. Thank you very much. Okay, back on with the quiz now. Round 3, we thought we'd put in a picture round, and we thought, what can we do? You're going to see 10 images now. I think images is using the word politely. And they are waxworks. Now you might think, well, that's not going to be tough. You've been to Madame Tussauds, and the waxworks look uncannily like who they're supposed to. Well, once there was a person who made waxworks, and I'm assuming their mum told them they were very good at doing it. So they carried on doing it. Thanks, Mum. I'll keep this up as a career. Well, we're going to let you see their efforts now. What you have to do, we're going to show you two different slides. The first one will be 1 to 5, the second 6 to 10. They are waxworks of famous people. All you've got to do is work out who they are. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Good luck. Here's the first 5. I'm sorry, I've seen this 3 times today and I still can't resist a little chuckle. Look at that first one. Especially with that collar, it must be a vicar, surely. It's not a vicar, all right? Don't go down the vicar route because you'll be sadly disappointed. Number 2, fair enough. Number 3, wow. What a great tribute to a great guy. These are just dreadful. Number 4 looks like a cross between the old Radio 1 DJ, Mike Reed, and my nan. So that'll give you a clue. I've given it away. Sorry. It's not my nan and it's not Mike Reed. I've ruined it. And number 5, maybe. I mean, they're just disturbing, aren't they? I mean, you'll want to get these images out of your head as soon as this quiz is over, and I wouldn't blame you in the slightest. Let's have a look at numbers 6 to 10. Okay, number 6. Yeah, he's that tall, blonde-haired white singer. Brilliant. 7. 7 is just bizarre. It doesn't look like anything, really.
Will it surprise you to hear that Madame Tussauds' great-great-grandson is responsible for a couple of these?
No!
Yes. I think maybe he thought, well, if great-great-grand could do it, it can't possibly be that hard.
Yeah, I'll have a go. But anyone can do this waxwork stuff. Yeah, and you know what? He was wrong. I mean, number 9, I don't want to give too much away, but the hat is spot on. The hat is spot on. The rest of it, let's be honest, the nicest thing that could happen to these waxworks is that they stand too near a radiator. That's what I think. That's something that these waxworks should avoid, and the Kardashians. But anyway, and number 10 is, yeah, okay. Well, good luck with these. We're going to leave them up for another, let's say, 30 seconds each slide. So you've got 1 to 5 there. Number 1 is not a vicar. Trust me. Number 2, I mean, my word. Number 3, good. Listen, I will now state this. Number 3, if you get this, you are brilliant. Number 4, as I say, Grandma Reed. Number 5 is it's just disturbing. I mean, it just looks like, what does that look like? It looks like I mean, that's the bloke only got one eye. He's very close.
Doesn't look like.
Apparently, he's just got one eye, one that's close to a slit. Someone just punched him in the eye. Number 5 is one of the most famous people on the planet. That's all I'll say. And that couldn't look less like him. See this, the number 6 to 10. 6 is uncanny. Blonde hair, white. I mean, brilliant. Number 7. I can't wait for the reveal on number 7. Number 8, in fairness, would have been Madame Tussauds' great, whatever, grandson or nephew. What was it?
Some of these were done by the great-great-grandson.
Yeah. Number 8, Madame Tussauds' great-great-grandson. He laid off the booze that day. That's gettable. And that's the best I can say about that, really.
I think he'd more just found a wig that was about right. I bet if you took the wig off, you wouldn't get it at all.
He had the old wig lying about in the back room.
Yeah.
Same for 6, random hair, really. Whack an old wig on number 6. Number 7 was a self-portrait of him after he'd had a trip. This is crazy. Number 9 is just mental. Number 10, anyway. Good luck, all of you lovely people. Okay, here are the answers. We did warn you that number 1 wasn't a vicar. It's Adolf Hitler. And I think Madame Tussauds' great-great-great-great-grandson, whoever he was, can count himself lucky Hitler still isn't around, because he wouldn't like that. He didn't like many things, did he? Number 2, Rowan Atkinson. We'll accept Rowan Atkinson or Mr. Bean, his most famous alter ego. Looked to me like one of the Beatles, really. But anyway, it was Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. Number 3, Tom Hanks. He's been cast away. He's been landed a plane on the Hudson. He's been stuck up in space, but he's never, ever been turned into a waxwork like that. What a guy. Number 4, Cliff Richard. The Peter Pan of pop. Looking like a cross between Mike Reed and my man. Number 5, Prince William. I think he got the wrong brief here. I'm pretty sure it's his brother who's ginger. But they've come up with a ginger Prince William. Well done. Again, he's just got the old wigs out in the back room. Yeah, this would do. It's a Prince Harry wig. I put it on Prince William just for laugh. Number 6, that blonde-haired white goddess, Beyonce Knowles Carter. Again, I think he's just gone, look, I've got all this white plaster left over. I'm not going to, I'll just use it. Keep everyone on their toes. Number 7. Jim Carrey, who in fairness does have a little moments like that when he's playing The Mask and the Grinch, but no, that's bad. That's just bad. I'm not making any more excuses for Madame Tussauds' great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson. Number 8, Kylie Minogue, the only one in my opinion that he's done remotely sober. Number 9, Harrison Ford. We'll accept Indiana Jones because the hat might have been a clue. It looked more like Liam Neeson. And number 10, just to bookend Prince William there, is Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, who I think has come out of it remarkably well. Let's be honest. Listen, if you got 6 of those, I tip my hat to you. If I had one on, I'd tip it. Well done, guys. That wasn't easy, but you know what? As soon as all this nonsense is over, I'm having a trip around that wax museum. It's going to be great. Now, as I alluded to earlier, I do take part in the Grand Prix schedule of quizzes that is available every month in this country. Imagine taking up football, thinking, do you know what? I'm going to have a go at football. Never kicked a ball before in my life. And you're suddenly sharing the same pitch as Ronaldo or Christian Bale or Harry Kane. This is what can happen in the world of quizzing. Come along to one of these events. I'm going to let Jane explain to you exactly what the situation is regarding the Grand Prix and the World Championships and the Europeans. Over to you, Jane.
Oh, thanks, Shaun. Thank you. So usually we run them as live events, but we've brought them now online, where you download questions. The quizzes are 240 questions. They are aimed at people who do quiz leagues and that kind of thing. So they're pretty tough quizzes. But if you fancy a challenge, you've got 90 minutes to answer as many questions as you can. We run the UK circuit and the Americas circuit and an international one as well. And you can find out more details by registering on quizzing.com. Then you'll be able to go and find all the quizzes. We've put them all in a section now called Lockdown because we've had to change how we handle the format of them. But you just sign up and then you buy the questions and off you go. And you can be playing up against people like Shaun here, also some of the other quizzing greats like Kevin Ashman, some of the chasers and the eggheads. They play not just in this country but abroad as well. I know one of the chasers in Australia is playing the one on Saturday. We got the UK circuit on Saturday, but it's open to everybody regardless to where you live. So it's all about challenging yourself, about learning new things, and having fun, sort of.
No, it is. It's absolutely terrific, and it's a very warm community as well, and very welcoming. And the very first quiz I ever did, I found myself at the same table as Pat Gibson, so that was absolutely incredible. So this can happen to you. So come along to one of the events. I guarantee you'll make friends, and you'll make friends that'll last your lifetime, and have a good time and learn something.
Absolutely.
Well, it's already that time. It's round four of our Friday night quiz, and well, good luck with this. This is question number 1. Which 4-letter word, and behave yourself, all right? There's children taking part in this quiz tonight. Which 4-letter word precedes Donald Trump in the US president's official Twitter name? Okay? Just hold yourself back from any toilet humour. Think about what it could be, all right? Which 4-letter word precedes Donald Trump in the US president's official Twitter name? Good luck. Question number 2. Which Paris landmark was erected in 1889 as the entrance arch to the World's Fair? Which Paris landmark was erected in 1889 as the entrance arch to the World's Fair? I'll give you a clue. It is the most visited, paid, you have to pay to get in, man-made monument in the world. Okay. Should give you some hefty clues there. Paris landmark, 1889. Good luck. Bit trickier this one, unless you like a tipple like I do. Number 3. If a Tom Collins cocktail is made with gin, which alcoholic ingredient is used to make a Juan Collins? Again, I'm showing off my language skills this evening, not for the first time. A Juan Collins. There's your clue. Juan. Juan. If a Tom Collins cocktail is made with gin, which alcoholic ingredient goes into a Juan Collins? Number 4, we're back to the movies. The Bollywood film industry. You've all heard of that, but it's based in which Indian city? In which Indian city is the Bollywood film industry based? Do you know they make 2,000 feature films a year? 2,000 films. That is roughly 5,000 hours of film. That's the same as EastEnders making a year. That's phenomenal. You know, 2,000, think about that. Bollywood, which Indian city? We're going to stick with the movies now before we get too highbrow again. Nicolas Cage, fine actor, part of an Oscar-winning dynasty that includes his cousin Sophia, his grandfather Carmine, and his uncle Francis. But what is his original surname? Nicolas Cage. That's his stage name. Maybe you didn't know that. Nicolas Cage originally had the surname. He's part of an Oscar-winning dynasty that includes his cousin Sophia, his grandfather Carmine, and his uncle Francis. So what is the surname of that Oscar-winning dynasty?
You know the film Rocky? The lady in that says, "Yo, Adrian," that he says that to, she is his aunt.
They're everywhere. Listen,
hundreds of them.
Nepotism's alive and well, isn't it? I wish I was born I nearly said it. I wish I was born a Cage or a Shire. Yo, Adrian! That was Talia Shire, and you're right, she is part of that dynasty herself.
Yeah, she's
everywhere. Okay, number 6. Right back up to the highbrow again for you. When he rented the house out in around 1601, part of which playwright's birthplace was turned into an inn called the Maidenhead? When he rented the house out in around 1601, part of which playwright's birthplace was turned into an inn called the Maidenhead? I can't imagine him being too upset at that. Imagine, all right, you rent your house out, you don't expect the tenants to do much to it. Normally you expect a bit of damage, don't you? And you come back and they've wrecked the garden. But they've turned half of your house into a pub. I mean, they're the sort of tenants you want, isn't it, really? Well, speaking for myself, really. 1601, playwright. Go for it. Number 6. Number 7. The chemical element number 99 with the chemical symbol ES is named after which German-born scientist? The chemical element number 99 with the chemical symbol ES is named after which German-born scientist? I'll give you a clue. He was once asked to be the president of Israel. Okay. Way back up highbrow there. And a sports question. Nice sports question for you. I know a lot of you are keen cyclists out there. Which 7-letter name is given to the main pack or the group of riders in a cycle race? So when you're looking at the Tour de France there, you've got this big knot of cyclists right in the middle there. What name is given to the main pack or the main group of riders in a cycle race? 7-letter name. Number 9. Which small Pacific island country gets around 10% of its national income from the sales of .tv internet names? I'll repeat that. Which small Pacific island country gets around 10% of its national income from the sales of .tv internet names? I mean, we're helping their economy with our QuizzingTV domain. We're all doing our bit for our neighbours. .tv. Have a guess at that if you don't know. Can't believe this is it. It's gone so quick. Number 10. Question number 40. All right. Which sci-fi film, which science fiction film ends with these words? Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Now that impression will not help you in the slightest to the actor who come up with that line, but it's a very famous ending to a very famous film. Which sci-fi film ends with the words, roads, where we're going, we don't need roads? And that's the last line of the film and the last question in this quiz tonight. So let's have a recap before we do it all again a week Friday. Okay, number 1, which 4-letter word precedes Donald Trump in the US president's official Twitter name? Number 2, Paris landmark, erected 1889, entrance to the World's Fair, the most visited paid monument in the world. Number 3, if Tom Collins is gin-based, which alcoholic ingredient is used to make a Juan Collins? Juan. Number 4, the Bollywood film industry, which Indian city is it based in? Number 5, Nicolas Cage is part of an Oscar-winning dynasty. What was his original surname? Shared by his family, Sophia, Carmine, and Francis. Number 6, when he rented the house out in around 1601, which playwright's birthplace was turned into a pub called the Maidenhead? Number 7, chemical element 99, chemical symbol ES, named after which German-born scientist? Number 8, 7-letter name given to the main pack or group of riders in a cycle race such as the Tour de France. Number 9, small Pacific island country, makes a fortune out of the sales of the .tv internet name. And number 10, which sci-fi film ends with roads, where we're going, we don't need roads? Write down anything, enter anything, don't leave a blank. Good luck. Here are your answers. Number 1, which 4-letter word precedes Donald Trump? Look, I'm not reading out some of the answers we got. Absolutely, I'm not doing that because the answer's real. Real Donald Trump. Shame on you if you thought anything else. Number 2, which Paris landmark, 1889, was the entrance arch to the World's Fair? The Eiffel Tower. Number 3, if a Tom Collins is made with gin, which alcoholic ingredient is used to make a Juan Collins? I was trying to, not make it Spanish, more Mexican. I don't know if that came across. No. But anyway, yeah, it's a Juan Collins. It's tequila. Number 4, Bollywood is in Mumbai. Well, except Bombay, if you haven't caught on yet that they've changed their name. And it is a portmanteau word, in fairness, of Bombay and Hollywood. So Bombay is a perfectly acceptable answer. Number 5, Nicolas Cage, born with the surname Coppola. There's hundreds of them. There's Sophia, she directed Lost in Translation, Carmine, composed the film, I think, the music to the film, the Godfather film. Francis Ford Coppola, we all know about him. Number 6, whose birthplace was turned into a pub? 1601, playwright, lucky man, William Shakespeare. Number 7, chemical number 99, ES, Albert Einstein. Newly became the president of Israel. Number 8, the 7-letter name given to the main pack or group of riders in a cycle race is the peloton. And that is from the French for platoon. I didn't know that. Okay, that's the main body of the race. Now, number 9, the small Pacific island country that gets 10% of its national income from the sales of .tv, it's Tuvalu. Tuvalu. But until 1976, Tuvalu were known as the Ellis Islands. So, they could have been skint if they hadn't changed that. Think about that. And number 10, which sci-fi film ends with the words, rolls, we're going on. I won't do that impression again. It is Back to the Future, spoken by that great actor, Christopher Lloyd, playing Doc Brown. And of course, Michael J. Fox was in the film as well. And what better tribute for the great, whatever he was, grandson of Madame Tussauds. What a wonderful tribute he's provided to those two great actors. You can see it there on your screen. There is, I don't know which way round they are even. Haven't got a clue. One's Christopher Lloyd, one's Michael J. Fox. My name's Shaun Williamson. Thank you for taking part in this Friday night quiz. It's been a real honour to present it. God willing, I'll be back in next Friday, same time, same place. I'm going to pass you back quickly to Jane Allen. And thank you to all the team who worked so hard behind the scenes tonight to make this happen. Thank you for taking part. I'll pass you back to Jane for the moment.
Thank you so much, Shaun. That was absolutely fantastic. Really hope everybody thoroughly enjoyed themselves. I know I have, sitting watching Shaun present. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Now, if you've got some scores for us, we'd love to see how you've done. So head to quest.quizzing.com and pop your scores in. If you haven't already registered, you need to register for an account and then you need to sign up for the event. It's fairly straightforward though. So quest.quizzing.com and then to put your scores in, find the bit that just says home players. And then you'll be able to do that and we can see how you did. We will be available on Facebook to chat to live. So again, go to Facebook and type in QuizzingTV and you will find us there. So we hope to talk to some of you later on. So thank you very much, Shaun. My sister and I, the Quizzer sisters, my sister Lucy and I, we will be presenting a quiz like this, probably not as well, on Monday and Wednesday, and then the lovely Shaun Williamson will be back on Friday. So thank you very much. Please hit subscribe on our YouTube channel so that we can keep you posted on everything that we're doing. Thank you very much.
See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shaun. Bye.